Hello, everyone. Let's review the content we learned before. Okay, the first sentence. If one dedicates his merits toward the attainment of Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, supreme perfect enlightenment, then in the future, upon attaining Buddhahood, one will obtain the Buddha's mark of a freely concealed male organ. Okay, first let's see a few keywords and then talk about the whole sentence. The whole sentence means, so this is the first sentence. Then let's see some vocabulary. First, mark. Okay, mark here means a special physical sign or fixture. Not a grade in school, but a distinguishing bodily feature. So that's Buddha's mark, a distinguishing feature, quality, or characteristics. In Buddhism, referring to one of the physical characteristics or sign of a Buddha. Okay, freely means without restriction, in a relaxed or natural way. Something that happens freely means easily, without being forced, or you are capable to control all the things. Okay, concealed here means hidden from view. If something is concealed, you cannot see it. So that's the meaning of this word. And male. This simply refers to male sex. Okay, the last word, organ. In this context, a body part with a specific function. Okay, organ, a part of an organism that is typically self-contained and has a specific vital function, bodily organ. Okay, so the whole sentence is saying if a person takes the good deed, the merit, so here we refers to refraining from sexual misconduct. If this merit they've done and dedicates them toward reaching supreme perfect enlightenment, then food Buddhahood, then in a future life, when that person becomes a Buddha, they will receive one of the physical marks of a Buddha, a body that is naturally modest and will hidden. You can hide it freely. It's describing the final result, a reward that comes from dedicating the merit from refraining from sexual misconduct. Okay, so that's the meaning of this sentence. Then, therefore, I make this vow. Therefore means for this reason, it connects the previous idea to what comes next. A vow is a solemn promise. So, because of everything that just explained, I'm now going to make a serious promise, a sincere vow. Okay, then may all sentient beings throughout the endless future never harm any being through sexual misconduct. Sentient being means the beings that can feel and perceive conscious living creatures. May at the start of the sentence is used to express a wish or a hope. May you have a good day is the same pattern. So this sentence is a wish that all conscious beings forever into the future will never cause harm to others through sexual misconduct. Instead, may they guide all beings toward right view and right conduct. Instead means as an alternative, rather than doing the harmful thing just mentioned. This is what should happen. Guide means to lead or direct someone. Right view and right conduct refers to correct understanding and correct behavior. Okay, so the meaning is rather than causing harm, may these beings instead lead others toward correct understanding and correct behavior. This is the positive side of the vow, not just avoiding harm, but actively helping others. Okay, next one. False speech harms countless sentient beings. Take this as the cause, the seed, and the root. It brings about 8 kinds of distresses. Okay, there's a new topic here. It's next item. False speech, refraining from false speech. False, sometimes we use lying, sometimes we use false speech. Okay, distresses, situations or feelings that cause severe anxiety, pain, or suffering, extreme mental pain or mental suffering. Cause, seed, root are 3 images for the same idea, the origin of something. A seed grows into a plant, a root supports it, a cause produces an effect. All these 3 words emphasizes that false speech is the origin of what follows. Okay, so lying means countless, lying harms countless beings because it's the cause, the seed, and the root of harm. It produces 8 kinds of suffering. Then, next we're going to see what are these 8 one by one. Let's go through them. Okay, first one. One's breath becomes foul, causing disgust in others. Breath, the air you exhale. Foul, extremely unpleasant, especially in smell or taste. Disgust, a strong feeling of dislike or repulsive. Okay. So it means the very first consequence of lying is physical. Your breath becomes unpleasant, and this causes other people to feel, to dislike you, to feel unpleasant. Okay, then next one. Second, people in the world neither trust nor obey you. Neither nor used to say that 2 things are both not true. Okay, obey, to carry out a command or instruction given by someone, to comply with. Meaning, the second consequence is social. People stop trusting you and they stop listening to or following what you say. Okay, the third one. Third, one's words are never followed and others keep their distance. Followed. Here, words are followed means people act on what you say. If your words are never followed, nobody acts on your advice. Keep their distance to maintain a remote or reserved relation with someone, to stay far away physically or emotionally. Meaning, your words carry no weight. No one acts on them. And people also start avoiding you, keeping you at harm's length. Okay. So that's the second consequence. Fourth, lying becomes a habit and deceit grows ever wider. Lying, the act of saying false things. Deceit, the act of deceiving someone. Dishonesty grows, increases, becomes larger. Ever wider. Ever here means increasingly. So ever wider means wider and wider, more and more, meaning lying stops being a one-time act and becomes a fixed habit, and the scope of one's dishonesty keeps expanding. Okay, fifth, delusive thoughts increase, and karma created through body, speech, and mind grows ever more unwholesome. Delusive, misleading, based on false belief, increase to become or make greater in size, amount, intensity, and degree, created, brought into existence, produced, meaning, confused, false thinking grow stronger, and as a result, the karma one produces through what they do, say, and think becomes more and more unwholesome, more and more negative. Okay, next one. 6. One frequently makes errors in speech, bringing suffering to the mind. One frequently happening often, errors, mistakes, speech, the act of speaking, meaning the people keeps making verbal mistakes, and this repeatedly causes the mental suffering. Okay, 7th, one is regarded with contempt when speaking to bear witness. Regarded, looked upon, considered, viewed. Contempt, a feeling that someone or something deserves no respect. Bear witness, to give advice or testimony in support of a fact. So when this person tries to testify or vouch for something, others look down on them and don't take them seriously. Okay, 8th, once the illusion continuously increases and one is constantly deceived by others, delusion of false belief continuously without interruption, constantly deceived, misled, or tricked by someone, intentionally lied to or fool, meaning this person's own confusion keeps deepening without pause, and perhaps ironically, they themselves keep being deceived by other people. The lie becomes the one who is led to. Okay, and the next one. Thereafter, one may fall into the realms of the hells, ghosts, or animals, endlessly enduring their suffering. Thereafter, after that, from that point on, endlessly, without end, enduring, undergoing, or suffering through something painful or difficult, patiently or helplessly, meaning after experiencing these 8 distresses in this life, the consequence continues beyond it. This person may be born into the lower realms, hells, the realm of ghosts, or the animal realm, enduring suffering this without end. The environment contribution one receives is entirely stinking and filthy. Environmental related to the surroundings, conditions, or world one lives in, receives, gets, is given, entirely, completely, wholly, filthy, extremely dirty, offensive or foul, full of impurities. So even the physical world this person is born into, as a consequence, a contribution, retribution, is completely foul-smelling and dirty. The negative karma doesn't just affect the person, it shapes the very environment around them. Okay, now let's listen to AI's reading about those sentences and practice ourselves. Okay, wait a minute.
If one dedicates these merits toward the attainment of Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, then in the future, upon attaining Buddhahood, one will obtain the Samyak Sambodhi. Then in the future, upon attaining Buddhahood, one will obtain the Buddha's mark of a freely concealed male organ. If one dedicates